Good morning, everybody. I'm sending you a little video just to recap from our last session. It seems a long time ago that we all met back in 23rd of February when it was cold, and we're actually moving into spring now, hopefully, even though it is freezing here today. So I just thought I would send you a little message, firstly to recap and also then to plan and keep a bit of momentum going for our next session, which we've now got booked in for the 16th of September. So if I can cast your mind back from the 23rd of February, we had various objectives. Some of them were around looking at the best of us, looking at top team effectiveness, thinking about positive cultural influence. And I asked you to watch that little video from Liz Mellon, which was the shadow that you cast. So at this stage, I'm really curious to know how you're thinking about the things we did back in February and what you're doing with them moving forward. I'm particularly interested in what you've done with the social contracting that we discussed as a top team, but also with other teams, with your own team, with people out in the organisation, particularly around integrated teams. I've heard a lot about your engagement and your sponsorship of the different programs, from the Conscious Leader program and also the Leadership in Action programs. And I must say, there have been such positive feedback about all of those sessions. So that seems to be very positive and going well. I've also reflected a little bit on some of your examples that we had during those sessions. And when we asked you to think about who was inspirational for you, most of you came back with that first line leadership example. And for me, that was really telling and makes me think that we need to support those people in first line leadership, because the impact they have on others is really crucial through any organisation, particularly yours. And those examples you gave were very telling. And I also have thought a little bit about the psychological safety that we talked about and what that means and how we take that forward, and what you might want to reflect on and think about for your own team, but others in the organisation. So those were two takeaways I had, certainly from the session we had together. But we did ask you to do various things, and we asked you to enhance and develop that coaching relationship, that peer coaching relationship. And the second thing we asked you to do was take away that top team assessment and the cultural audit. So I hope both those two things are going well and you've met with your peer coach, and that's been a useful experience, because now we've got a little bit more time before our follow-up session in September. What we would like you to do is a couple more things. A couple more of the peer coaching sessions. We'd like you to ensure that you do that top team assessment and think about the relevance of it and what that means for you. And also to think if you've got any particular resources that would be useful for us at Passe-Partout to provide for you to continue with the work that you're doing. So let's think what that actually means very specifically. For the next peer coaching session, we would like you to, if possible, focus on leadership impact and support each other on that, and to be thinking about the effect of that sponsorship role that you've had and what impact it's had on others, and have a discussion about that. Those are just the two things. I hope that's not too onerous. I'm really looking forward to the 16th of September. I hope you are too. And I plan to do another couple of interviews, a couple more of these discussions to help you refocus in readiness for that. So thank you for your time today. I hope you get the chance to listen to it, and I hope you have a good summer, and see you in September.